Well, hey there, folks. This is Hal, the Second Chance Chef, and we are now at episode 6. What are we going to do today? Hey, something special. An entire baked salmon dinner with 2 sides. Holy cow. My gosh. Well, let's get started because this is a step-heavy process here. Now, you're going to have your salmon and your spices, and you're going to get a cooking tray and 2 pots with lids and a bunch of other stuff. And I'm not going to list them all here. So I encourage you to take notes, write them down. Not that you can't figure it out, but it will help you because it is an entire dinner we're going to cook in less than 11 minutes. So let's start with the dinner prep. And what do we start with? Well, of course, we're going to start with the main course, and that's the salmon. Oh, salmon. This is going to be fantastic. And you want to make sure you get everything in line, all on the countertop, ready to go. You don't want to be looking for this stuff while you're starting because it'll just slow you down. Okay, then we're going to have rice, and we're going to use one of these 90-second bags of rice. But we're going to jazz it up a little bit, make it a little bit more tasty. And we're also going to use frozen vegetables. That's right, frozen vegetables. Now, don't curl your nose at that. It's pretty good. So let's start with the dinner prep on the salmon. Now the salmon is of course your main course, so you want to pay particular attention to it. You want to cut it out of the bag. I personally get all the salmon that I make, all the salmon that I cook, I get from Aldi. I like their selection, the size of the packaging. It's always fresh, and the price is right too. So it's a plus all the way around. And so, but you want to be careful cutting this out. And the reason why I cut this out is I just like to rinse the salmon just to make sure it is as clean as I can get it. And not only that, you want to get the scales, any kind of loose scales that are off, because yes, I will cook it with the scales on, because the way that I cook it, the spatula will easily separate the fish from the scales. So there you go. You just rinse it off. That's all. Maybe one little pass there and switch it around there a little bit, and then you're done. Now, I wash my hands a lot. I'm not going to show you every time I wash my hands, but wash your hands. So I get the extra virgin olive oil and I drizzle it on the pan. I like that word, drizzle. Oh, okay. Anyway, so you drizzle the pan on there. You also, at this point in time, go ahead and take the caps off of all the spices that you're going to use. Yes, that's hot sauce. And you want to get them ready while your hands are clean. So you just keep things clean that way. Cross-contamination is a bad thing. So we're ready to go. Get the salmon out, take it out of your bowl. You've already poured all that water out, and then place it face down in the pan and twirl it around. Get it thoroughly coated with olive oil, and then turn it over and do the same thing on the scaly side. That's going to make it easier to separate the scales from the fish and also clean the pan. I'm only going to use this spice here. This is a Arizona Dreaming, again from Penzeys, a very popular spice that I like. And then I just use a couple of drops of lemon juice concentrate. Not a squirt, there's a big difference. Just a couple of drops here and there. That kind of juices up the flavor a little bit. It tenderizes the meat, and you don't really have to bathe the salmon in all of that to really get that flavor in there. And then the hot sauce. Well, now not everybody likes hot sauce on their salmon, and I recognize that, but I like to put some on the tray right here and here, and then as it roasts the salmon, this hot sauce will also get a roasty flavor to it. So as I cut my slab of salmon off of this, I will just kind of get over a little piece of hot sauce. So there we go. The oven's been preheated to 375, and now it goes in for 15 minutes. That's right, 15 minutes. And now we need to start the rice, because you now have to start paying attention to the clock. You want everything timed so it comes out all at once and everything's hot and ready. And it starts with the rice. Here is the cup of, what is that? That's vegetable broth. Put in about a half a cup to a cup. You can use up between that amount, but no less than a half a cup. These are red and green bell pepper flakes. And oh, they are so good. They add a little color and a little flavor to this rice, and that's what you want to do. You want to make the food appealing and attractive. And then here's another Penzi spice. This is, what is that? Sunny Paris. Yeah, that's it. It's really good. Go to Penzi's and look up what's in all these things, and you'll see why I like to use them. Now, the dinner prep of frozen mixed veggies. This is another 2-step process, and it's worth it. Believe me, it's going to be good. It surprised everybody when I tried it, and they went, wow, these are frozen vegetables? Now, I've already nuked the package for about 7 minutes, so it's going to be hot. And what you're going to do is cut the package open, get a 1/3 tablespoon of butter, and put that into your little container here. You can use a skillet, anything with a lid, and then you very carefully take your vegetables that are no longer frozen and put them in your container. There we go. We can throw that away later. And then now you get, yes, another Penzi's spice seasoning. This is another blend that I like. This is California pepper and California seasoned pepper. It's really good. You can use lemon pepper. There's all sorts of different ones, but just make sure you use these salt-free. And then, of course, Parmesan. But it's kind of hard to use it if you haven't taken this thing off. That's where the prep comes in. Gotta pay attention, gotta pay attention. And so here we go, and you open that up and sprinkle in Parmesan, and you do this to what you like. There's not a wrong amount, there's not a right amount, it's whatever you like. And then you get the lid, you make sure that it's on secure, and you shake it. You shake it up, and you're getting all that mixed up and around that Parmesan, and then you say, oh, let's shake it again. And you shake it some more, yada, 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 and you shake it, but don't lose control, because that's a mess. And then there you go. Your vegetables are now ready. So now let's quickly go back to the rice. Now that broth that you've had, oh, by the way, you brought that broth up to a really kind of high rolling, I wouldn't call it a boil, but yeah, a high rolling simmer. And then when that's really going to a really good simmer, you're going to open up your bag of rice. Just put like a little 1-inch tear in it. And at this point in time, my timer's gone off, and looky here, salmon is ready. It's been in there 15 minutes, okay? Now 15 minutes is going to cook it what some people refer to as medium. Now it's going to be cooked all the way to about between 145 and 150, okay? Now, the reason being 145 to 150, that's the range you want to cook this fish to. And it's fully cooked, it's safe. Now, you can cook it higher than that, but it makes it a little more dry, which some people call that medium to well done. This is medium. And it's a fantastic flavor. It's very moist. But of course, if you want to cook it more and you don't want it that moist, just put it in the oven for another 5 to 10 minutes. All right, let's find out what's going on with this rice. Okay, make sure that everything's unlocked here. All right, here we go. The rice has been nuked, and got to be careful because this bag is hot. And you're going to open it up. Again, very carefully. This bag is hot. Don't burn yourself. And then pick it up by those little tabs they have and gently slip it into that broth. Get your favorite stirring spoon and stir this around. Now it's okay if this is a little watery. Don't worry about that, because the longer this rice stays in the pot like this, the more it will soak up this mixture. And it is going to be so good. And of course, if it's under seasoned, you can add to it. That's the key. Under season all of these things. It's a lot easier to add to it than it is to take it out. So hey, dinner is served. And What's coming up next? Well, hey, we're going to have more full dinners now. We're going to be using different proteins, cooking them with different spices. We're also going to use more veggie options. We're going to be using zucchini and squash, green beans, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, lots of new spices. And we're also going to be exploring how to bake cookies, cakes, cornbreads, and other tasty treats. So thank you so much for joining me on these episodes, and please like and subscribe and hit the notification button and all that good stuff. Tell others too, invite them. But more importantly, thank you, take care of yourself, and enjoy this food for the soul. Thanks again, take care, and God bless.